Welcome back to Brands Hatch Indy for round 3 of the iRacing British Touring Car Championship. Another 16 lap race here on BSR TV with me, Chris Cohen, and joining me in the commentary box for one final time this evening, Rob Burton.
Thank you, Chris, for the last race of the day.
And it's a reverse grid this time round, Rob, so 10th place will be starting on the pole, which might be rather interesting.
Yes, it will be rather interesting to see how those drivers that won the last race get back to the top of the field again.
Now I'm going to call you out on this, Rob. You said that you'd like to see Stilian Chepelevsky become the first person to win all 3 races in one meeting, and to do that he'd have to come from 10th on the grid to win this final race in 16 laps. You still think you can do that?
I still think he'd do that. He's a very fast driver. We know Katz is putting a lot of pressure on him lately, but there could be incidents on the first lap again, and yeah, he could be up there.
Well, he'd have to get past Andreas Katz, he'd have to get past Richard Wilde, he'd have to get past the likes of Ellis Stevens, Simon Field, so it will be one hell of a tall order, and I feel like it might have to have some kind of incident happen in front of him for that to happen. But surely, Rob, surely the top 10 in this field are too sensible to have any kind of incident on the first corner, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, I suppose we'll see about that. But we're seeing now, we're able to switch over to the track view. Nick McCarron takes the lead of this race. He is starting from the reverse grid pole, and then we have that's Steve Richardson in behind, and don't forget on the outside there, just behind him, we have Julian Janowski, and we also have Robert Fagg, who's going to be one to watch from 3rd place. He has just magically appeared on the grid there as well. So that white and blue car on the inside, as the lights are about to come on, is Robert Fagg. Watch him off the line. Watch McCarron. The lights go red, and we're away for one final time at Brands Hatch Indy, and look at those cars squirm as they come off the line. McCarron is away well though as they come down to the first corner. Fagg's having to slow down a little bit. Coming into Paddock Hill Bend for the first time, McCarron gets away well. Fagg looks like he might be losing out, but everybody else seems to be... Oh, and we've got a spinner in the back of the field. The back of the field looked pretty messy to me. I don't know what happened there, but that's taken a few cars out already, unfortunately. Everyone creeping through Druids on the first lap there. Rob, that looks okay?
Yeah, it looks very good. Nick's got a very good start there. He's got a gap already.
Nick McCarron away from Robert Fagg, who's made it up to 2nd place, but so what's happened to Steve Richardson there? He's still there. He's lost a place though to Julian Janowski. That's Simon Field just behind. Ellis Stevens is just behind him as well. So there's a whole big battle developing there. Julian Janowski looks to have made it to 3rd position at the moment. Well, Richardson all over the curb there. He's under threat from Simon Field in that yellow Wix racing machine. Richardson's going defensive. Field won't be able to capitalise here, but we'll see what happens as they come round again. Just going to reset the timing screen because it's not quite what we wanted to see there. Meanwhile, Stevens down the inside then. He's gone for it. Gets past Simon Field. Was that orchestrated, do you think?
Yeah,
it seemed to be like an eBay Motors manoeuvre there. Oh, Richardson's gone wide. Richardson is off. And,
yes,
from that.
And just to let you know, Chepelevsky here has just made a couple of positions up already, and I think he's up to 6th place.
So he's 7th place, I think. He's got 3 places back already. He's got Richard Wilde just up in front of him. He's going down the inside of Richard Wilde into Druids. This should be interesting. Very aggressive line as well. He's going to take it, but Wilde with a bit of damage on that car. I'm wondering if he might... he's coming back at him from Graham Hill, but not enough. So, well, Chepelevsky's all over the grass there, and Wilde will be able to come back at him through the last part of this lap, but well, both of these drivers are going hell for leather trying to get some kind of purchase on the early stage of this race. Wilde having to get out of the way of Chepelevsky. That is allowing Katz with a chance behind. He's in 8th, don't forget about him.
Yeah, so, Chepelevsky's got nothing to lose really. He's just going for it by the look of it.
Chepelevsky is is under threat though. He's going to have to get onto the back of that other group fairly quickly. We're 4 laps in already, and just up ahead is Simon Field, and Ellis Stevens looks to have disconnected, Rob. So that's 2 eBay motors that we've seen Richardson go off and Stevens possibly disconnect there. So that's possibly not the best, is it?
And we have a spinner at the back there. Craig is spun it coming down from Graham Hill Bend.
That's Craig Burleson, isn't it? So he comes through Paddock Hill Bend. He was running in
10th place.
10th place at the time. Through Druids, it's quite a tight pack, you can see there as you're just looking at this on the replay. And he's actually collected from behind, so who's that in the Speedworks that's collected him there? And oh dear, and he's come back on the track. Not a lot he can do there, but he's taken out one of the Yuasa cars, and that's a bit of a nightmare for Craig Burleson. So one of the Speedworks responsible for that one, unfortunately. McCarran, meanwhile, is being chased down by Robert Fagg as that Team Bianco car gets out of the way. Stevens is still AWOL. I think he's disconnected, unfortunately. That is a big shame for Ellis Stevens. Adam Terry has only managed to gain 1 position so far, so he's up to 13th, but it's not going to help him too much, although it's possibly Stevens won't score in this race. Katz is up to 7th. Sorry, Rob, Chepelewski is up to 5th.
Yep.
But we must point out that's because Stevens is disconnected, not because he's actually overtaken anyone. Now down the inside, Simon Field goes down the inside of Julian Janowski here and takes it, and there's a backwards KX momentum, that's a back marker I believe. So Field takes the position from Janowski, and now Chepelewski's teammate Janowski is right in front of him, so how is he going to handle this one? It should be interesting to see. He needs to get past as quickly as possible. He's going to go down the inside here, but oh, and he's made contact with oh dear, he's made contact with Janowski. It's not too bad though.
Oh my god, he just went a bit wide there, but that's fine.
Yeah, it was almost a panic, wasn't it? But Chepelewski is now under threat from Richard Wilde. Look at Wilde coming down the inside there. He won't take it. Chepelewski's gone very defensive, and that is Steve Richardson right behind. Oh, sorry, Andreas Katz right behind. And Katz is going down the inside. Oh, very, very wide from Richard Wilde. He's all over the grass, and he's let someone else through as well. So is that? It's not Dan Hunt, but oh, it's all going on here, isn't it? And hardly know which car to focus on. But Chepelewski's still in 5th. Wilde drops the place to Katz. So we missed it, but early on in this race, Rob, Chepelewski did get round Andreas Katz.
Yes, he did, and yeah, we've still got 10 laps to go in this race, so anything can happen at the moment.
And now look at this, up at the front of the field here, we are looking at Robert Fagg, who is right on the back bumper of Nick McCarran, who is currently leading this race. So we're looking forward now from Robert Fagg. Look how close he is behind Nick McCarran. Can McCarran hold on? Because there's half a race to go yet, Rob.
Yep, half a race to go. And just to update you that Chepelewski has just got past Genoeski, whatever his name was. Apologise for the name there. So Chepelewski, you're right. Chepelewski. Well, let's have a quick look at that on the replay. Chepelewski is behind Janowski. A lot of skis in this race, and goes down the inside at Druids. Let's see what happens next. So the Andreas Katz actually follows him down the inside there. So perfectly clean manoeuvre. But Janowski has ditched 2 positions there in that one corner, so you can't be too pleased with that. But that means Chepelewski is up to 4th position from 10th on the grid. Katz is now 5th, and Richard Wilde, losing out we saw earlier, is down to 7th. McCarran, though, is still being hounded by Robert Fagg, who we've been very impressed with, haven't we, so far. This is back. This is the rear of McCarran's car. Just looking at the front of Fagg there. Oh, and McCarran's gone very wide, but Fagg can't capitalise this time round. There's not much in it as they come across the start-finish line, and we're on to lap 10 now, out of the 16. These aren't particularly long races, so if you're going to make a move, you need to be decisive about it, Rob. Yeah, and I just thought I'd update you, Chepelewski there was 5 seconds behind the leaders, and he just took a second out.
Fag's going for the cutback here. He's taking it very wide round Druids. But while they're doing that, let's come back to Chepelewski, who's now in 4th position. You can see on the track, Katz has followed him though. You have to say, whatever. Oh, very wide there from Chepelewski. This might give Katz an opportunity. Katz is down the inside. Well, I say inside, it's a bit of a chicane here, so Katz has taken it. So a mistake from Chepelewski has allowed Katz through. So Katz is now in 4th position. And up at the front, they are side by side. So Nick McCarron across the line, on the inside, into Paddock Hill Bend. Will defend this line, but Robert Fag's going to try and go around the outside. And he can't make it work there, but he's got a better run into Druids now. McCarron taking the inside line, goes defensive. Fag around the outside, he's going to have to cut back, but he's not going to make it work this time round. But McCarron's got to be feeling that pressure, Rob, surely.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've still got 6 laps to go here. These guys are putting on a great show, and they're very, very close together.
We're on board with Fag now as we're coming round to lap 11. Just look at how hard he's working that car, trying to get any kind of advantage over McCarron. He's got him. McCarron's gone wide. McCarron just goes wide a little bit there, and that has allowed Robert Fag through. Fag has taken the lead. Let's have a look at that one again as well. So we'll have a look at that from another angle as they come into the very last corner, into clearways there. You can see McCarron just gets the braking point wrong. That's all it takes. Very little bit offline, and Fag is now in the lead of this race. McCarron will be disappointed, but he's still in 2nd place, still doing pretty well. But look at Chepelewski just in the distance there, and Katz in front of him. Those two are catching Simon Field, who's done very well to get up to 3rd place, Rob.
Yeah, he's done very well to get up to 3rd place, Simon Field, and yeah, he'll be looking to score some good points here.
Now, while we've got our breath for just a moment, let's take a little bit of a look further down the field, because we were talking about Adam Terry before. I can only think that he's picked up some damage because he's not made any progress really. He's still 13th, he's only made up 1 position from his grid spot. Rob, would you have expected him to perhaps do a bit better than that, or is this just par for the course really with a tough competition?
I would expect him to do a little bit better than that, but looking at his car, he did have some damage there, so that's probably causing him issues right now.
So down in 10th position, new entry Scott Malcolm is chasing down Steve Richardson. And Steve Richardson was 2nd on the grid, I believe, but he's been forced down the grid just from a couple of mistakes, and other people overtaking him. But Scott Malcolm who won that place. Damien Harrison in the red and white Yuasa racing machine is just behind him as well. So there's 3 laps to go, still all to play for, still well into the points here as well. So a little bit lower down the order as well, Peter Foster, driving for Pertec Racing, is in 18th place, and he's still on the lead lap, so it's the last car on the lead lap at the moment. And Peter Van Gorn, who has switched to Team Dynojet from Pertec, is currently 19th, but we saw earlier Craig Burleson had that nasty incident, and he's now down on 21st in fact now.
Yeah, from 20th down there all a lap down, and yeah, that was a nasty incident earlier, and hopefully he can try and make some place with that, but it's going to be a tall order from now.
So we were talking before about the speed with which these guys are closing on the front few. Andreas Katz started 9th on the grid, up to 4th. He's now chasing down Simon Field with 2 laps to go. So this is Katz's attempt to take 3rd position. Look how tight he keeps it through Paddock Hill Bend. He's going to go down the inside, has a think about it. Won't get it this time round, but Field's gone wide. So Katz is not going to be able to capitalise. I think Field's got away with that one.
Yep, and we also got Chepelewski just behind, keeping on their toes.
Yeah, just looking at Chepelewski's on board as well. There's not much to choose between these guys, really, is there? I mean, Chepelewski would have been gutted to lose out there to Katz from a very, very small mistake, but that's all it takes, that's all that comes between these guys. It's that competitive.
Yeah, it's that competitive, they're all very close together as they cross the line again, and we're just about to start their last lap. There's 5 cars, 3 seconds, top 5 cars are 3 seconds apart from each other.
I think that's absolutely incredible. The standard here is just phenomenal. And that is Nick McCarron, who has been caught by Simon Field. So look at that. Fag has gone away with it. Now he's 2.5 seconds in front, but this is the last lap as well. So Simon Field. Well, anything could happen. These 4 cars are all on the lead lap, all coming into the final few corners. Right, I've got a feeling that we might just be seeing their finishing positions, unless
Simon's
gone down the inside. He's hit McCarran. McCarran's gone sideways.
Chepelevsky's got through.
It looks like
Chepelevsky.
Yes, Chepelevsky is coming through. So Katz. Wow. Wow, that's controversial.
Wow.
So
Chepelevsky went from 5th to 2nd place.
Oh, and a big collision at the end there. That is rather unfortunate, but that's quite some finish, isn't it? That's so when we were looking at that coming into that, so Chepelevsky, correct me if I'm wrong, was at the back of that group.
He was, yeah, because he won the last 2 races. He did start 10th that race.
But we were coming into the last corner. We had McCarran, then Field, and then Katz, who'd got past Chepelevsky, and somehow in all that maelstrom, Chepelevsky managed to get back round, didn't he? Let's see if we can get a quick replay of that. Just coming up here, and you can see there that Field tries to go for a gap which may well not have been there, and actually, watch the left-hand side of your screen. That Addison Lee machine there takes to the grass. He can see what's going to happen there. He's past Katz already at that point. And just takes a neater line through there. McCarran's been bundled off onto the grass already, unfortunately. Katz has got nowhere to go. He has to tuck in behind Chepelevsky, and well, I mean, credit to Chepelevsky really for being able to predict what was going to happen there and coming out ahead.
Yeah, even though he went onto the grass a little bit, he managed to stay in the right place to make the move.
And that means Chepelevsky comes home in 2nd place, so it wasn't quite a triple victory as you predicted, but that you can't get much better than that, can you? 2 victories and a 2nd place.
Yeah, no doubt he'd be very happy with these 3 rounds here. 2 1st place wins and the 2nd place, excellent.
Well, let's see if we can get a quick word with race winner Robert Fagg. Robert, are you there?
Hello there, yep, go ahead.
Excellent, thanks for joining us, Robert. That was quite a performance to take that victory. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And how difficult was it in the end to make your way past Nick McCarran? Because he put up quite a tough fight for you.
Yeah, he put up a very good fight. Was having to try all sorts of different lines. Sort of missed a couple of braking points and had to catch up again. But yeah, I think the lap traffic caused me a bit of problems at the start of the race. Lost a bit of distance and then slowly caught back up.
Maximum points from this one, and you are a new entry into this season, so it's exciting to have such a competitive driver. But is Brands Hatch one of your favourite tracks, or can we see you going around just as quickly at some of the other tracks?
I think it's definitely one of my favourite tracks, but I've got a bit of speed, so I'll wait and see how I can get on with the other circuits through the season.
Excellent. So, I mean, driving for Speedworks, coming into this completely new experience for you. How have you found coming into it, sort of getting organised, getting set up with the right car setup, finding out how the series works, that kind of organisational element?
Yeah, I mean, it's very well organised. Stephen Ellis put in a lot of work, and it definitely shows. It's great fun to be a part of.
And do you think you'll be a permanent fixture throughout this season, or will you sort of dip in and out?
As permanent as I can be. Fortunately, I work shifts, so I probably won't be able to make all the races this season, but I'll try and make as many as I can.
Well, you're certainly very entertaining this evening. Thanks very much for joining us, Robert.
No worries, thanks very much.
That's 1st place finisher Robert Fagg in the 3rd race there from Brands Hatch. So that was a great way to introduce the season, Rob. We've had a lot of incidents on the track. There'll no doubt be some fallout off the track, which we'll hopefully stay out of until the next session. And,
we had some great races there, and it just finished the round off quite nicely. Some great racing at the end there, all the cars close together.
Definitely, and I think that's one of the things the series does very well is you don't get large periods where people are separated by several seconds at a time. There's always a pack of cars somewhere on the track, and always something exciting to look at there.
Yeah, definitely, and as we know, always anything can happen.
So Adam Terry finishing 12th in that race, 14th in the one before, not taking a huge points haul, but don't forget Ellis Stevens, his main competitor in the championship from last season, failed to score any this time because of a disconnection, unfortunately. So it's all to play for next time around.
Yeah, it's all to play for next time round, but it is still we only just had the first 3 rounds of the season. There's still plenty more to go to the end of the season.
Indeed, well, it's early days yet, but it will be interesting to see how this championship pans out, especially because we're not sure if the likes of Ignacio Pinella or Koba Lopez will be taking part in this season. They might well join in late, which could throw a couple of spanners in the works for some of these faster drivers as well. But next Thursday will be the next round, rounds 4, 5 and 6 of the iRacing British Touring Car Championship. So from both of us here on BSR TV, thanks for joining us, and hopefully see you next week.